The bosses of Rockstar Games, Take-Two Interactive, kinda gave us an update on Grand Theft Auto 6. It's a small one, but it is a glimmer of hope of possibly what to expect over the next couple of weeks and months. We'll be talking about that in this video today, and a whole lot more. So yesterday on Thursday, September 18th, Rockstar Games' parent company Take-Two Interactive held their yearly meeting with investors on Thursday. The company does this every single year, and it's called Take-Two Interactive Software Inc.'s virtual annual shareholder meeting. This year was, of course, for 2025. And it's been a big year for Take-Two Interactive. Borderlands 4 releasing, Mafia: The Old Country, GTA 6 getting delayed in May 2026, the second trailer. So they put out a lot in their annual report, and they talked about Grand Theft Auto 6 specifically. So on page 3 of the documents that they posted, and I'm actually looking at it right now under Rockstar Games, there's a couple of sentences that says Rockstar Games continues to invest in the franchise and announced that Grand Theft Auto 6, which was expected to launch in fall of calendar 2025, is now planned for release on May 26, 2026 during our fiscal year 2027. The label released its first trailer for the title in December 2023 and the second in May 2025, and we'll share more details in the future. So it's that last little bit right there that's pretty mysterious. What does that mean? Is that Rockstar speak for just sometime in the future? Does that mean a couple of weeks? Does that mean a couple of months? Does that mean by the end of the year? That's where everyone's going like, what's going on here? Why can't Rockstar just give us a straightforward answer on when we'll get something next like Trailer 3? Or the ability to pre-order the game, or the prices, or the additions that we'll be able to purchase. I think that's where fans get a little bit frustrated there. And there was even more follow-up because they recorded the call itself. You can actually listen to it. I'll leave a link to it in the description. And we heard from CEO of Take-Two Interactive and chairman Strauss Zelnick, who ended up saying this: as we bring our exciting lineup to market, including Grand Theft Auto 6 in fiscal 2027, we expect to achieve record levels of net bookings that will establish a new baseline for our business and set us on a path of enhanced profitability. So I guess it's good news. They're still reiterating that Grand Theft Auto 6 is targeting a May 2026 release date, but I don't think even if they had the bad news, they'd be even able to say something. That would have to come from Rockstar first, because you guys might remember earlier on in the year, we actually heard from CEO Strauss Zelnick. This is like a couple of weeks before the ultimate delay, and he said, no, everything seems to be going according to plan. I've got lots of confidence in it. So it just goes to show you that even though they might, reiterate positive things on these calls and on these reports, you have to take it with a grain of salt, because at any moment, Rockstar Games could just drop a bombshell like they did and say, sorry, the game's coming out in May 2026 now. Now, as for Rockstar's current titles, GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto Online, and Red Dead Redemption, Take-Two stated in their report just how big of moneymakers they are, sharing that those games combined have contributed to 12.6% of their net revenue, going on to say, we are dependent on the future success of our Grand Theft Auto products and other hit titles. So essentially, Grand Theft Auto is not going anywhere. It doesn't seem like Red Dead Redemption is going anywhere. And those are the two big rumors right now. What is Rockstar Games going to fill the gap with between now and May 26, 2026? And a lot of the reports out there is that we'll be getting a current generation version of Red Dead Redemption 2 on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, and possibly even a remade or remastered version of Grand Theft Auto 4. So that's right up their pipeline right there. It seems like we'll be seeing a heavy dose of those games over the next couple of years. And of course, once Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, that's going to megally contribute to their net revenue. But that is what they had to say regarding Grand Theft Auto 6 on their earnings call. I thought it was fascinating. It's not, again, huge breaking news, but it at least is positive that they're still targeting that May 26, 2026 release date. Now, moving on to our next topic, and this is crazy, and it makes me jealous of people that are in school right now. This will make sense in a second. There is a college history class that is teaching Grand Theft Auto. That's right, we got a college history class before GTA 6. This was reported by IGN on January 20th, 2026. Students at the University of Tennessee will attend the world's first Grand Theft Auto college history class. Grand Theft America US history since 1980 through the GTA video games was devised and will be taught by history professor Tor Olson, who eagle-eyed IGN fans might remember from our coverage of his Red Dead Redemption American history class, another world first. Accompanying that course was Professor Olson's book, Red Dead history and its audiobook narration by none other than Arthur Morgan actor Roger Clark. It turns out Professor Olsen had planned to launch his class with GTA 6 firmly under his belt, but Rockstar's high-profile delay to May 2026 dashed those plans, just as they did so many of the video game publishers. So with what will no doubt be the biggest launch of all time waiting in the wings, Professor Olsen will soldier ahead. In this wide-ranging interview with IGN, Professor Olsen discusses why Grand Theft Auto was the right choice for a history class after Red Dead, what the GTA games get right and wrong in their portrayal of contemporary America, and the place GTA 6 has in the class. But perhaps most important of all, we ask the question, will playing the Grand Theft Auto games count as studying? And the interview is hilarious. If you guys want to, again, take a look at it, I will leave a link to it in the description. However, IGN did ask him specifically what is the place of GTA 6 in this class, and Professor Olsen said, "I had originally hoped it would be a major part. I first began planning this class more than a year ago, and GTA 6 was scheduled for release in late fall of 2025. Well, time for the start of our semester in January 2026. Of course, the recent delay to May made that impossible, so yes, that's why we got a GTA college history class before we got GTA 6. Going on to say, I really hope 6's release date doesn't fall during spring final exam weeks, because I'd be very worried about my students' ability to concentrate. I certainly plan to integrate the new game into future versions of the course, but for now, I'll have to rely on the older games. Thankfully, that's a ton of material." So I don't know how many of you guys are currently in school right now or in college or university. I know when I was in university, I didn't have classes like this where we got to focus on Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto. I'm incredibly jealous. I think that is so cool. It's bad timing that Grand Theft Auto 6 got delayed, but it's really cool that that's like a class that someone could actually take. And it's probably a long shot, but if anyone is at the University of Tennessee and plans on taking that class or is interested in it in any way, shape, or form, please let us know in those comments down below. Now, last but not least, I want to give you guys some good news, and that is that the rumored voice actress and likeness of Lucia Caminos in Grand Theft Auto 6 has returned to the internet. That's right, that is no other than Manny L. Perez, who a couple of months ago actually took a break from the internet. She was most active on Instagram, and all of a sudden she just completely removed everything. And I would say the most likely speculation as to why she did this was because of all the comments she got saying she's Lucia. She's not allowed to confirm that, and we don't officially know that it's her, but it's all but 99% likely. Not only does she look like Lucia, sounds like Lucia, has worked with Rockstar Games before, in fact, voices characters in GTA 5, and over the last 5 or 6 years has a massive gap in her resume. What else could that be? So even though we can't exactly confirm it's her, it is very much likely her. She has, however, returned to the internet, back on Instagram, posting a bunch of pictures, a lot of older pictures of herself, of her dog. So she seems to be back online, enjoying life, which is great news. As far as when she'll be able to officially confirm she's Lucia, I think that's going to be probably May 26, 2026. Again, if that release date ends up sticking, that's when the Red Dead Redemption 2 actors and actresses were able to reveal that they played those characters, like Roger Clark revealing he was Arthur Morgan. It had to be on the release date of Red Dead Redemption 2. So if I was a betting man, I would say it probably has to be on the release date of Grand Theft Auto 6. That'll be the first time Manny L. Perez is likely able to confirm that she is Lucia. But for now, she's back on the internet, which is super cool. But anyways, that is all the information that I have got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know what you think about everything we discussed in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.